Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Allie, it's all yours.
Anthony Edwards is on the rise. Karl Anthony Towns said, quote, he already has the talent. We all knew that when we drafted him. But he just wants it. And he has that thing. Something you can't teach. It has to be built in. Asked of a ceiling, Edwards says, quote, I don't think I have one. I can be as good as anyone. Brian?
Oh, tremendous, Allie. Thank you. So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. LaVine and DeRozan, the star-studded wings. Williams at power forward with Vucevic at center. And it's Ball in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Back on draft night 2017, the Bulls trading away their star, Jimmy Butler.
And what a haul they got from Minnesota. Zach LaVine, the headliner, and he's turned out to be a franchise player. It's tough to win one of those type of deals, but Chicago got a stud.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. DeRozan outside. Edwards against LaVine. Back to DeRozan. Right wing. Three-pointer, Vucevic. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Edwards against LaVine. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Takes a 3. And Edwards, good for 3.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
And here's Ball. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Up and over Russell. The shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Now here's Williams. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
Oh, it's so smart and relentless on the offensive glass. Seems to me that Vucevic has that extra sense of tracking down missed shots. Seems to just have a nose for the ball.
Pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert, no good.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
On the break. LaVine can't hit.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Russell against Ball. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. Here's Gobert. Up and in on the layup.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback. He wasn't going to be denied.
Outside LaVine. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. DeRozan passes to Williams. Back to DeRozan. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And this break lets us see the teams making the most of their second chances this season. Minnesota, second.
They're having success because they're sending multiple guys to the offensive glass. Hard to block out everyone.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Russell, the pass to Towns. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Ball. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Here's DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic. The Bulls with another miss.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Towns passes to McDaniels. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Now Towns. Here's Russell, hounded by Ball. And Russell with the three.
Boy, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from three, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
Now here's DeRozan. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against New York. Here's Williams. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Levine. Tries again. And Gobert with the lay-in.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him. Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
And Minnesota has possession. The Bulls making their last shot. Russell against Ball. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. This one for three. No good there. Now Chicago takes it the other way. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they played 10 games, each side would win 5.
Russell against Ball. Russell to pass to Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. They trail by 6. Outside Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Levine. Fires from deep. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist.
You know, that's a veteran play. DeRozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
Now here's Russell. He had 9 points in his last time out. McDaniels from long range. Kept alive. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Ball after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Inside, Vucevic counted his 3rd and 5 attempts.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Again, the Timberwolves score.
You know, Towns would rather shoot the 3 or post you up, but he's good enough as a shooter that the mid-range is effective for him, too.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Well, we're at the time of the calendar when some teams go through a mid-season lull. Graham, what has to be done to avoid that?
Well, first of all, you have to keep your composure. You cannot panic. And, of course, this is when a coach earns his keep. Motivation becomes key. Keeping the players focused and making sure nobody starts coasting.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Caruso, the pass to Drummond. Here's DeSumo. Pass to White. Lets it go. And too long on the shot.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Chicago has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Down low. Here's Drummond. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
A true center. A throwback center. Drummond is not a guy who jacks up threes. Andre wants to eat inside.
Here's Rivers in his last outing with 12 points. Reid against Drummond. Back to Noel. The three is up. He drops it from range. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
So it's Chicago now. Caruso outside. Pass to DeSumo. Now here's White. Green with the ball. 4 on the clock. The open shot, White, and there's another one for the Bulls.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Noel, right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pass to Prince. Anderson against Green. Here's Rivers. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Green. Now White. Caruso outside. Beyond the arc. And the Bulls get it back. Back to White. Nice D from Anderson.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
On the wing, Noel. Pass to Rivers. Sinks it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Chicago trailing here. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's Noel to the inside. Releases. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
And I'm just impressed with their effort here early. They've hit the offensive glass so hard.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside White. Lets it fly from 18. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Rivers. From the arc. Prince can't hit. Left side, Green. The shot from the low post is good.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Oh, I love the mindset to get at the rim right there. He knows they're down and wants to spark a comeback.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. Ball stolen. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Prince. And foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
And the first one at the line is good.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
So he gets them both.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
White, the pass to Green. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Caruso with it. Picked up by Reed. Drummond. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Anderson.
Boy, excellent possession from this team that time. When you set up Drummond down low, then you're going to get trips to the line. Shooting 2.
That free throw misses.
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. To the middle. Here's Anderson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And we know it's still early, but they're getting destroyed on the boards.
Well, they've got to take a stand and commit to controlling their defensive backboard. These second chance buckets are killing them.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 55%. An ideal start so far. Pass to Prince. 4-3. Drummond grabs the miss. Here's Dosunmu. He got it up. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back to the game after this break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves. What do you think, guys?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
The Timberwolves shooting it at 52%. On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. In it forward, it's DeRozan and Williams. Ball runs point with Levine flanking him. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. Here's Levine. Doesn't go for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Edwards gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And in Chicago, there are still feelings about what could have been last year. That team was rolling with Lonzo Ball at the point. But once they lost him, things definitely changed.
Yeah, Ball hurt his left knee. Initially, they thought they might get him back before the playoffs, Grant.
Yeah, and unfortunately, B.A., that was not the case. And when he's not out there, the ball movement isn't the same. You also lose that size in the backcourt. And, of course, he was shooting 42% from 3.
And that one falls for Ball. And that's good as he hits both shots. And in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Clark is a competitor. How hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is the mark of every pro, should be the mark of every pro.
So it's Chicago now, following the score by Minnesota. Levine against Edwards. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
You know, one of the things that sets McDaniels apart is his ability to guard virtually any position on the floor. He creates major matchup problems with that versatility.
Talking about McDaniels' defense, that's how he got a lot of minutes early in his career.
You know, a lot of guys make their mark defensively early on, which buys them time to develop in other areas, and it's an ideal way for young players to contribute right away. If you're stressing defense, then he's a guy that you want on your team.
First one falls for him. Hits both from the stripe. Chicago with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Back to ball. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Levine. Oh, misses the dunk.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
Williams against Towns. Over Williams. Here's Gobert. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Ball. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Towns up top. Pass to Gobert. No, sir. He's now 3 for 5 in this one.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. McDaniels against DeRozan. McDaniels passes to Towns. Counted from distance. Towns has got 9.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
The Bulls have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Levine finds Vucevic. McDaniels against DeRozan. Back to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. And again, Chicago, no good. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, there's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product. Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Over Williams. Towns can't get it to go.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. DeRozan outside. Edwards against Levine. Ball outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Shot from the inbound.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Into the lane. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Vucevic. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by Russell. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
The Bulls shooting a low 30% from the floor. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Levine passes to Vucevic. Goes back up. Drops in the layup for 2. Vucevic has got 8.
Comfortable operating near the basket. Vucevic has size plus touch. That's a nice recipe for scoring in multiple ways.
Now here's McDaniels. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Rebound by the Bulls. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Here's Edwards, following the bucket by the Bulls to the paint. Here's Towns. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Andre Drummond is checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Williams. McDaniels passes to Towns. McDaniels inside. He's guarded by White. McDaniels can't hit. Down low. Here's Drummond. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
And with a drive like that, you have to ignore the scoreboard and just appreciate the energy he's still playing with.
Ball passes to White. Now DeRozan, covered by Towns. Pass to Levine. Here's the 3. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here's Russell, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Levine. To end the drought. Oh, it's blocked by Levine. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Here's White. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. On the break. Here's Edwards. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Throw good, Edwards. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Rivers has checked in for Anthony Edwards. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his third foul so far.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Now here's Green, averaging around 5 points a game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Drummond. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Back to Dosunmu. Caruso outside. Just 4 to shoot. Steps back and shoots. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
White against Russell. Right side Anderson. Pass to Rivers. From outside the arc. Well, the Bulls shooting about 40% during the second quarter. Here's Dosunmu. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. They get it back.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Here's Russell. The shot that time not on target, and the Bulls going the other way now. Pass to Caruso. Now White. Puts up the 8-footer. Yep, count it. White's got his third basket on the night right there.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Kobe White picks one up.
So free throws for Russell. Something we should be saying often for the next decade or more.
He's off on the first.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Good on the second one.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability, but he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
Now here's White. He has 6. Here's Dosunmu. And Chicago again with a bucket. Minnesota's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Find the lane. No shot.
Now Russell. Pass to Noel. Here's Rivers. Reed with it, averaging around 6 a game. Puts up a three. He buries it from 3. Reed's gotten his second bucket on the night.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Caruso with it. Outside, Green. Back to Dosunmu. Drummond passes to Green. The three is up. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Russell. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by White. Russell to pass to Reed. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
First free throw is good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in. And he makes both free throws. Chicago has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Dosunmu. Back to White. A minute 4 left in the second period. That one a little long.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
Here's Noel. Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Noel's got 6.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to Dosunmu. Now here's Green. Anderson covers. To halt the run. The offensive rebound. Caruso left side. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Bulls also making a change. Vucevic is checked in. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Noel from deep. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And it's good for 2. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And they've got a comfortable lead, in large part due to their three-point shooting. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Minnesota came out looking very confident. They did it just the way it was drawn up in the locker room, starting out on a 10-2 run. They found their rhythm early in this one, jumping out to an 11-point advantage. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like stars.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long ride home.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. For the backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
You know, we all know Towns can do big numbers on offense, and it's great to see him this focused.
Outside Levine. McDaniels against DeRozan. Over McDaniels. It's blocked by Gobert. Edwards against Levine. Towns passes to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Russell. Gets the 3 ball to go. Russell's got 7.
And I thought the defender played that one pretty well, but Russell with that quick trigger release like a staple gun.
DeRozan passes to Williams. Up top ball. DeRozan against McDaniels. And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Now here's Towns. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. The shot by Russell, no good.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Up and over Russell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year, almost 300 more than anyone else.
First free throw is good. And Grant DeRozan, high volume from the mid-range and extremely accurate.
You know, B.A., he consistently makes about half those shots. And defensively, you know that's his favorite area. But his ball handling and vertical negate anything you throw at him.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Well, the elevated playmaking from DeRozan has been a revelation of late. An all-around threat who still feels underappreciated by many, and I think that drives him quite a bit.
Now here's Russell. He's got 7. Levine with a steal. And DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by Levine.
You know, one of the biggest fears when you face a team like this with DeRozan is his ability to run the floor, and when he does that, he can hurt you on the break.
Russell against Ball. Now here's Towns, guarded closely. Edwards for 3. Second shot opportunity. Towns, that's good. Towns has got 15 points.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Chicago calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
With the amount of damage he's doing inside, a defensive adjustment must be made.
A challenging stretch here for Chicago. Ball passes to Levine. Back to Ball. Vucevic with it. Defended by Gobert. Pass to DeRozan. 11 feet out. And he connects with a jumper. DeRozan's got 5 points now this quarter.
Guys, you remember when DeMar DeRozan first came into the league? He was just really a raw athlete. Now he's a finely tuned offensive juggernaut.
McDaniels from long range. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 4 assists in the game. For Chicago, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Levine. McDaniels against DeRozan. Pass to Ball. And here's Levine. Now here's DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Russell up top, hounded by Ball. Count it. He's got 17.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
And here are the Bulls now. Outside Levine. Back to Ball. DeRozan outside. Pass to Levine. The 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Edwards against Ball. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Russell from outside. The second effort. Shot's good by Towns. Towns has got 19 points.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Levine. He's got 10.
Well, we know Levine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
Russell to pass to Towns. And stolen by Williams. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Well, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
Now here's Russell. 9 points in the game. Pass to Towns. To the inside. Vucevic against Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Over DeRozan. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Ball finds Vucevic. McDaniels against DeRozan. Outside Levine. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
You know, battling inside, I like Levine's aggressive approach. Tough to match without fouling.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
And so he makes both from the line.
An all-star caliber talent now in the league, Levine has shown a real fire and hunger to continue to improve.
Now here's Russell. He's got 9. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game. Well, since Commissioner Silver took over, Grant, it seems the league's dress code is now leaving more, let's say, wiggle room. You good with that?
Yeah, a lot of wiggle room, at least compared to when I played, when it was more of a business casual environment. But I think it's great. Let the players be themselves. Let them be authentic. And I think in a weird kind of way, it endears these players to the fans at home watching on TV.
Like a bunch of runway models before and after every game.
No question, no question.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Anderson's checked in for Towns. And it's Noel in for Russell. Green's checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu comes in for Ball. So it's Chicago now. 2 on the clock. Here's Dosunmu. Reed with the rebound.
Against length. Good job trying the fadeaway, but it is a low probability shot.
Edwards, a pass to Reed. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Reed's got 9 points.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
Now here's White. 6 points for him. On the wing, DeRozan. Pass to White. Releases. And the jumper is good. Give him 8. Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. And here's Anderson. Green covering. Anderson passes to McDaniels. Knocks down the long J.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Now here's Levine. 14 points for him. Green in the post. Anderson's there. And it's DeRozan missing. Minnesota has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Anderson against Levine. Pass to Noel. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Green. The Bulls have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Here's DeRozan. There's the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Some changes for Minnesota. Prince comes in for McDaniels, and Rivers is subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Minnesota on D. To the middle. Here's White. And another shot. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Rivers. Green covering. Pass to Anderson. Fires the three. The shot no good. And Chicago will go the other way with it. Here's DeRozan. Minnesota with a rebound. Anderson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
What's up? This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Bradley, he's checked in for Chicago. Caruso comes in for Levine.
One shot.
The Bulls shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
So it's Chicago now. Pass to DeSumo. Caruso outside. White for 3. Knocks down the triple. White's got 11.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Here's Noel. He's got 9. Here's Rivers. Offensive rebound. Reed. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now here's White. 11 points in the game. Bradley inside. Reed defending. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That one's off. No good on the second free throw. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here's Rivers. There's 1:17 left in the third. Here's Prince. No good from outside. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Rivers. He's guarded by Caruso. Pass to Noel. All sorts of time. Here's Reed. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
One shot.
And that one misses, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. The three. And it's Chicago with a board. Caruso outside. Inside, Bradley. Banked it in off the glass.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
There's 25 seconds left in the third. Here's Rivers. Over to the wing. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Noel, that's good.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Here's Dosunmu. With 4 on the clock. The shot misses.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Bulls, they've got Goran Dragic. Derek Jones is out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Caruso in at the 2. Here's McLaughlin. Drummond defending. Garza's shot is good.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. And so here is Chicago. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Caruso outside. And the shot no good, a bit short. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. No good with the triple.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And there's a reason why guys love playing with Dragic. Just an unselfish player.
Pass to Rivers. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Garza. Drummond defending. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Rivers. From outside, off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
For 3, Dragic. Prince grabs the miss. The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. To the middle. Drummond with the bucket.
And, you know, Drummond has no problem playing through contact. He excels at using that strong body of his to fight through contact and finish.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. And the play-in tournament has been a success, but some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Grant, it kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, B.A., first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And, yes, there have been some great performances that we've seen in the play-in tournament thus far. So I think these stats should be included in postseason numbers for players.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
One shot.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Caruso outside. Back to Dragic. Pass to DeSumo. Now Caruso for 3. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Dragic. To the inside. Here's Noel. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Caruso outside. Back to Dragic. Pass to Drummond. Well, Grant, in the pace and space era of the NBA, it seems like the rate of free throws league-wide has declined dramatically.
Yeah, I love that, B.A. It keeps the game going. There's a flow to the game, and we like it as broadcasters, and you know the fans love it as well. So I hope the league will continue on this trend.
Here's Rivers. After the basket by Chicago. To the left wing. Lets it go from deep. Offensive board. Noel. Here's Prince. Misses the 3. Forbes has checked in for Noel. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. Here's DeSumo. Caruso, the pass to Dragic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dragic. So it's Minnesota now. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Forbes. Here's Rivers. Clock at 6. Shoots.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Caruso outside. To the paint. Here's Dragic. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Dragic has got 4 points now in the quarter for Minnesota. They've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Pass to Rivers. And when you're inside an NBA locker room, how important are those vets to guide a team, Clark?
B.A., I can't put a value on the importance of quality vets who demonstrate day in and day out what it means to be a professional, who perform on and off the court in a way commiserate with being a stand-up leader. I mean, they're invaluable. There aren't teams that are successful in the NBA that don't have veterans that lead by example and with their words.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Dragic passes to Caruso. Here's Dosunmu. The kick out to Dragic. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Here's Prince. Pass to McLaughlin. And stolen by Dragic. Drummond with the ball. He shoots. No good. A bit long that time. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, this is the next step in his development. Forbes understanding when to look to score from there.
The Bulls have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Caruso outside. Here's Dosunmu. Pass to Dragic. And Grant, as NBA players start to have more of a platform, we still hear those who say shut up and dribble. What are your thoughts about this?
I think it's silly and it's unfortunate. And if you don't like it, then change the channel. But players today, matter of fact, everybody today has a voice through their social media channels. And it just so happens that NBA players have large platforms that reach people all over the world.
Yeah, don't expect the players to be anything other than themselves. Now here's Jones. Here's Caruso. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And a change for the Bulls. Bradley, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Caruso, no good on that one. Minnesota shooting a nice 50% for the game. Russell against Dragic. Russell to pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Chicago has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Caruso outside. Boy, viewership numbers are on the rise. NBA business is booming. I guess it's a good time to own a piece, eh, Grant?
Hey, B.A., you said it best. The league is in great shape. We have great leadership, talent. It's an exciting time, and I think the league has more growth globally in the years to come.
Green's checked in for Caruso. Just 5 on the clock. And he's going for the lob. Here's Bradley. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Two shots. The last on the first.
He misses the free throw. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Noel, defended by Jones. Here's McLaughlin. Sinks the tray. McLaughlin's got 5 points in the quarter.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Outside Jones. Well, Grant, I know you collect art, so we've been hearing all about these NFTs that teams and players are creating. I'm going to need a little instructional here. What's it all about?
Oh, BA, first of all, memorabilia and collectibles have always been around. But yes, NFTs have taken it to a whole nother level. And yes, I do have an NFT. I don't fully understand it, so I can't explain it to you. But I know it's the next big thing, that's for sure.
McLaughlin. And another 3 from Minnesota.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Jones. Outside, Green. Pass to Dragic. 6 to shoot. Now Drummond. Reed defending. Oh, and Reed with a block. Jones from outside. Here's Drummond. And finally, they hit one.
One of the key components of Drummond's game. He's an intimidating presence on the offensive glass.
And stolen by Dragic. Knocks it loose. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, even into the later part of his career, Dragic is still so quick.
Here's Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. Down low. Here's Reed. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Andre Drummond. Well, Grant, the NBA has led the way when it comes to diversity and representation in the high-level jobs. Grant, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, B.A., I love this. I mean, the NBA really truly has been a leader when it comes to this. Whether it's coaches, front office, in the league office in New York, living and embodying the spirit of diversity and inclusion is what the NBA is all about. It's fun to be a part of.
The NBA where everyone is welcome. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. And here's Dragic. 1:44 left in the final quarter. Pass to Bradley. And he makes a first. Jones hits them both. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting kind of being engaged but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And so with this win, they take the first of 2 games they'll play this year against the Bulls.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Karl Anthony Towns.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he drops the first. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And this is the problem with playing from behind. Missing freebies takes on greater importance.
Pass to Reed. Here's Forbes. Green covering. Here's Garza. 5 on the clock. Right at the free throw line. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Back to Dragic. There's the triple. Drains the triple.
Spacing the floor with this shooting ability. Dragic showing he has the touch to do damage from deep.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.